What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wealth Not Wait Deliver Me to 1,000 series. This is going to be for the Uber date of Monday, October 18th. Today was a very, very wonderful Uber day. I believe this is episode 11. It wasn't as amazing as far as money made. It was, a decent amount. Just I'd say probably about average as compared to what we're expecting. So nothing out of the ordinary here. First two orders I had, and this just kind of shows you how Uber can be interesting sometimes. I got a dual order, pretty good money for it, and it was over to one of the beaches over here, and I delivered to one of the homes, and this is say home number, the building number is, I'm just giving it for instance, building number 3, right? It has to be, the address is number 3, Beach Lane. And I'm like, okay, so I show up to where the GPS says, and it turns out it's not the right building. The GPS is kind of off. And I said, okay. So I search, number 3, Beach Lane. And I find the address, and it's like this, these kind of like townhomes. And I go, okay, so that looks like the place I just passed. So I pull in. I'm not sure if it's the right place. Of course, I give them a call, and I said, hey, I'm outside. It tries to send me right over at the voicemail. So I said, okay, great. Let me shoot them a text. Hey, I'm here. Blah blah blah. And I said, okay. I don't know if this is the one in the picture. Let me go over the other one. So I text him again, and I said, hey, is this the one? Is it next to the ice cream shop or whatever it was next to? I can't remember exactly what it was at this moment in time. Still no response. And of course, the 8-minute timer is going. It's probably about 5 minutes left, 4 minutes, maybe about halfway through the timer. So I'm looking, and I go, nah, I think it's the next one over. So finally I find the address, kind of covered by the bushes a little bit. I go, okay, this building is for sure number 3 Beach Lane, but that still doesn't answer which area it is. There are a bunch of townhomes. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or whatever, how many there were. And so I don't want to leave at the wrong door, so I call them again, naturally. And sure enough, they don't answer. So after the 8-minute timer just kind of stopped, I put it down. I made sure it was like, number 4 or whatever it was. I took a picture of number 4, with the bag, of course, included, and I left in the notes. I said, hey, sorry for the inconvenience. The apartment number was not left in it. I left it at number 4. This is where I left it. Apologize if this is for the inconvenience. And immediately after that, when I drove to where the address was, and I know for a fact this was the correct address, I seen it on the building, and I was like, hey, you're at building number 8, right? Because I gave them a call because there was a big gate blocking my way. And they said, you're not by the driveway? I said, no. They said, well, no, it's not building number 8, it's building number 5. And I was like, so I looked at it, and they for sure put building number 8, but of course I'm not going to argue with them because, what's that going to solve? It's just me not getting a tip. That's all it's going to do. I could be as right as the day is long, but it doesn't matter because they're still not going to tip me if I start an argument with them. So I said, okay, so, well, do you know where his relation here? They're like, no, I really don't. And I was like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. I said, what color is your building? She's like, well, they're all in different colors. I was like, really helpful. So eventually I ended up pulling into a spot directly across the street, and an inkling said, well, maybe it's over here, but then they also said, oh, you're pulling in? I said, oh, yeah. They said, oh, I see, I'm waving. I go, oh, cool. So, a little bit through the intuition of maybe let me check across the street, and also a little bit of luck and happenstance, I ended up finding them anyway. Otherwise, most of the other Uber orders were normal, except for one that I had later on. They're giving me directions, and one of which was to a master lock. Was in the delivery direction. So, of course, I have like 6 drinks in my hand in a big bag, and I go over to the door, and the door is locked, and I'm like, I'm not going to do like a combination lock or something. I'm not going to have to solve a fucking puzzle to get into this person's house, am I? And it turns out to be a key box. And I go, oh, so I finally had to put in the master lock, go through the whole, escape room combination thing they got to do, get the key out, unlock the door, go through, didn't determine which staircase it is because they said, like the right staircase. But it's the right from the street because you can see the staircase from the street through the door. Or is it right from where they're looking? I didn't specify. So I said, well, maybe it's the right when you're directly in front of it. I'm just kind of going with it. And it's, say, apartment number 10. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I see at the end is number 9. And it goes, okay, cool. So the next one next to it must be number 10. I get there, number 9, 16. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about, 16? I was like, no, that's not how fucking numbers work. So I went down the staircase. Turns out it was the right staircase from the street. Went all the way up then, and then it ends up where number 16 would be is where number 10 is. So I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But other than that and the whole puzzle I had to do to find it, but that's just one of the things you find when doing Uber, is you kind of got to figure it out sometimes. And, if you text people or give them a call and they don't answer, you kind of got to make a distinction, and luckily Uber's pretty good with that, where if you leave it somewhere and it's beyond the time and they didn't give any good direction, 9 times out of 10, I've been tipped and tipped pretty well for it. But today was pretty good. Nothing super, super crazy other than that. and the puzzle I had to do to get to somebody's house. But other than that, it wasn't a crazy, crazy day. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Peace. I actually want to add on something in addition to this. If everybody's still here I'm actually at 996 Uber orders, meaning that Tuesday, October 19th, when I go Uber, I'm almost certainly going to do more than 4 orders, but this is going to be delivered over 1,000. So if you guys are very excited, as much excited as I am, I also have a little treat for that video. Just a little, small something I'll throw in there. But if you guys are pretty excited, let me know in the comments below. We're almost at 1,000.